Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today's video is going to be the Infinity War book tag created by Sophie Elaine Reeds, and I will link the her original video down below. But yeah, it's the Infinity War book tag, and I love Marvel. I'm a big fan of DC too. I love both of them, honestly. I think they're both amazing, and they both have great characters. So you asked me to choose a side, I will never choose a side because I love them both. But anyways, there are 12 questions, challenges, prompts on this, and I have actually chosen, I think 3 of them have the same book, but they're all different, and I'll explain as I go. So let's get started. The first one is Ironman, your favorite book, your favorite first book in a series. And for this, I went with Grave Mercy. I could have done a lot because there are a lot of my favorite first books, but without this book, I mean, I guess without a lot of the first books, I wouldn't have any of my favorite series. But I just really loved this book because there's been books in a series that I read and they've just dropped the ball, and then I drop the series because I just don't like it. But yeah, I went with Grave Mercy for this just because, and it is just phenomenal. She just sets up the world so well. But yeah, I would definitely recommend this also. So yeah. Number 2, Captain America, a character that in your eyes can do no wrong. Now, this is going to be controversial. I already know that. Because my character is Severus Snape, and I'm holding up the Half-Blood Prince because he's the Half-Blood Prince, and this is where we learn more about him. And see, I know Severus did wrong, but he had his reasons. So in my eyes, he really can't do any wrong. He wouldn't have done the wrong if he hadn't been done wrong. So yeah, I'm going with Severus. Severus really can't do anything bad. If you can't tell, I've got like a little shrine shelf up here going for him. Because yeah, I love me some Severus, so fight me. But yeah, I know there's a lot of people who dislike Severus for a lot of things he did, and I'm not one of them. He's my favorite. Number 3, Thor, a series you like, or a series nobody likes but you love. And again, this is controversial, and I hope I don't lose any subscribers over this, but it's Twilight. I know there are people out there who love Twilight, but I hear so much more hate for this series than I do hear about likes. Yes, there's problems. Oh my gosh, yes, there are so many problems in this series, I know. But I love it so much. And like I said, I know there are problems in this series. I know there are things that, you know, he basically controls her, she's dependent on him, blah, 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 whatever. I still like it. I still think it's a good book series, and I still really, really enjoy it. And I've reread it a couple different times. And if you don't like it, you don't like it. Everybody's got their own opinion. So, number 4, The Hulk, a series that gets better. And this one some people might agree on because I've seen some talk about this, but for me it was ACOTAR. Honestly, A Court of Thorns and Roses was good, but after reading the other ones, this one just seemed really slow. It just didn't go as, I don't know. It was good. I still pushed through it. It was amazing. But this, in my opinion, this series got so much better after this first book. And I've heard some people say that the series got worse after this book. So, again, everybody has their own opinions, and that's what BookTube is here for. So we can all talk about our different opinions on our books. Alright. 5, Black Widow, a kick-ass female who isn't the main character. And this one took some thinking because I read a lot of books where the main character is female. But I finally came up with one, and when I did, it was just like, wow, why didn't I come up with that sooner? For that, it is Charlotte Fairchild from the Infernal Devices, and I love Charlotte. Like, I read the series first before I read the Mortal Instruments, and I fell in love. Like, I wanted to be a Fairchild. I wanted to, like, and when I took the test, I was more Fairchild than anything else, so I won. But I just loved Charlotte. She showed as such a prim and proper lady, but she could kick ass, and she was badass, and she was amazing, and I loved her. So she is definitely an amazing character. 6, Hawkeye, an underrated character that you think deserves more love. And this one may seem like a bit like, why'd you pick this one, Tori? But for me, it was Lenobia. And she got her own book, and I think there's a picture in here of her. I'll show you that to kind of, or maybe not. Oh, I thought there was. But yeah, Lenobia, I mean, like, yeah, she's got her own book and everything. But whenever I hear, and this is from the House of Night series, like, this is one of the novellas in the House of Night. I still think she's a really, really, really underrated character, even though she got her own book. I don't hear anybody ever talk about her. I barely hear people talk about the House of Night, because a lot of people won't get into it because it is a 12-part series, or 12-part book series, plus 4 novellas, plus the new book, 2 new books that the authors just wrote. And it takes a lot of commitment, so I understand that, but, that's why I haven't heard a whole bunch about it, but, yeah, I really think Lenobia, even though she got her own book, is a very underrated character, and she deserves so much more love. Like, just so much more. 7, Starlord. Which book would have an awesome soundtrack if it were made into a film? And this one, again, I did some thinking, and I came up with Rot and Ruin by Jonathan Mayberry, who is absolutely amazing. I ranted and raved about him in my book recommendation video, and I'm gonna do a whole review on the entire Rot and Ruin series, but that's not what this is about. Anyways, yeah, this is a zombie book, and there are a lot of fight scenes, and there are a lot of heartfelt scenes, and I just feel like there would be so many amazing songs. Like, it would just be an amazing soundtrack for this, because you could get so many fighting songs, so many emotional songs. You could just get some normal weird songs in there for, like, some of the weird stuff that happens, but it's just so good, and I just love it. I think that would have an amazing soundtrack. There are other ones who would have amazing soundtrack, but this is one of them that first came to mind. 8, Groot, an adorable character who you want to protect but can look after themselves in a battle. And I already used this book, but I'm going to use it again. And it's Azrael. I want to protect him at all costs, but obviously he's a spy master. He's a shadow singer, I think is what it's called. And I just love Azrael, and I just want to hold him tight and protect him at all costs. But obviously he can hold his own, and he's just, I just love him. I just love him. So yeah, I would want to protect him, but I think he would need to protect me. So number 9 is Doctor Strange, a book that involves time travel. And I almost went for, which one is it? I think it's Prisoner of Azkaban, and Harry Potter. But then I thought, got another one, which is Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. And that's not really giving a spoiler. It kind of is, but it kind of isn't. But this series, obviously, I have a bookmark in there. I need to reread this, so that bookmark is useless. But this series has time travel in it. Maybe not in the conventional sense that they, Sophie wanted this said, but definitely has time travel. Black Panther, a book that changed you or the world. And again, this is the House of Night series. This book did not change the world. It didn't. This series didn't change the world. But it changed my world. Without this book, I would not have this shelf and this little shrine and my 2 bookcases and my 2 other bookcases over there. This book got me back into reading, and I seriously think if I had not had it, I would not have gotten back into reading. I think I would have developed into who I am now, a gamer, and I need to get back to my reading. That's why I'm kind of hoping this channel will get me back into it, which it's doing, so that's awesome. Anyways, yeah, House of Night changed my life and my world, and I love so many other series, but this will probably forever and be my first and foremost book that comes to mind when somebody asks what's your favorite series or something, because I cannot rave about this book enough. There are some problems. Yes, there are some problems. There are some things that I would like to change, but the good and the amazing things that this did for me while I was getting through high school just outweighs that so much. So much. Okay, so moving on. Number 11, Spiderman, a young character who is a great role model. And I could have gone with a couple. I could have gone with people from Harry Potter. I could have gone with like Katniss or Triss. But I ended up going with Percy Jackson. And some people might disagree because he is a child. He whines a lot. But when push comes to shove, Percy Jackson is there. And I think there are so many different things that define a role model. Percy Jackson is a great role model for, I would say, like, kids. Kids do not go out and fight, but he is a great role model in the fact that he's always there for his friends. He's there to protect them. When it comes down to it, he will put himself before them. And it's just, yeah, like I said, there were other choices, but I ultimately ended up choosing Percy. Because, yeah, I think he would be great. And number 12 is Thanos, a villain who could only be defeated at a huge cost or won't be defeated at all. And my pick has spoilers for this. So, it's for the House of Night, so if you haven't read it and you want to read it, turn away now and don't listen. But if you have read it, or if you're not planning on reading it, you can keep listening. And for me, like I said, House of Night, it's Neferet. At the beginning of this series, she's so sweet and amazing to Zoe, our main character, but we find out she has far more darker things in mind. And she ends up becoming the villain of the series completely. And she takes a lot of people down with her. A lot. And, I don't want to get into too spoilers, but yeah, Neferet was like probably next to Voldemort, one of my, well, okay, no, let's not get there, but yeah, Neferet is a villain who was defeated at a very, 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 very huge cost, in my opinion. Alright, so that is all 12 of the prompts for the Infinity War book tag. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a like and comment down below any other tags you think I should try, because I'm always up for trying some new book tags. Because I just love them, and they're an interesting way to get like immersed in the community, to just go and watch everybody's tag videos and be like, ooh, this is a neat one, I think I'll try it. But yeah, so like, comment, and subscribe if you want, so you can watch me do like more bookish stuff. I have a haul coming at the end of the month, and we're barely halfway through. Okay, no, we're more than halfway through the month, and I already have a huge haul, and I'm probably going to be getting more. There are books, there's a couple non-bookish items, but I'm really excited for you guys to watch that. But yeah, thanks guys for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!